Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Melissa Minor, and today I want to show you this adorable little gnome thin cut. So this is a monthly special. This is called the Gnomes for Autumn, and I just think it is so cute, and I want to show you how easy this little thin cut is to put together. First, let me show you where you can find this in the catalog. So Close to My Heart just came out with a brand new catalog. Here's the catalog. This is the Essentials September 2023 to August 2024 Close to My Heart catalog. And if you turn to the very back of the catalog, we have this special right here. And actually, instead of, if you want to find out what monthly specials are going on, you can just scan this QR code. But this gnome special is located in the back, and it is available August 1st through September 30th. And you can see here, there is this beautiful paper pack. Let me hold this up so you can see it a little bit closer. Can you see that? So it has, if you like gnomes, there are gnomes on one side of the paper, but if you're not so much into gnomes, then there's just a fall printed design on the other side. And then there's this fun word print, and then the striped paper, and then we've got this leaf design, and then this checked paper here that's pretty green. And then we've got the sticker sheet, and then there is coordinating cardstock. And then if you flip the page, there is the Gnomes for Autumn die set that you can get. There's some stamp sets. There's these cute little cork accents that you can add on. And here's another stamp in thin cut, or you can bundle these together. So this is located online on my website under the specials tab if you're looking online. So I just wanted to show you that. But let me get back to this thin cut. So this is a really good size thin cut, and you can see it comes with all of these dies here. And I went ahead and pre-cut these. So let me move this out of the way. So I'm just gonna move this off to the side. And I actually have the colors that I used displayed here on the screen for you. So I did cut the base out of the shortbread. So you can see here it comes all attached. And then we are just going to start assembling this together. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to start with this sunflower piece. And I have went ahead and inked the edges. I used the honey butter cardstock. And so you can see here there is a right and a wrong way to line up the sunflower, but it is fairly easy. So let me go ahead and just put some liquid glue on here. All right. And let me line that up. And then I want to go ahead and add my stem, if I can get a hold of the pieces. And I did cut the stem out of the rosemary cardstock. Let me add that on. I can't wait for you to see how cute this is when it all is put together. There we go. Perfect. And then I'm gonna go ahead and start on the little gnome. So I'm gonna start with the hat. We'll just add the little hat here, and I just line it up. Add that little curly Q. And then I'm gonna add the shirt next. Now you can see from the picture here, the braids do go on top of the shirt. So you wanna put the shirt on before you put the braids on. And the shirt can just be lined up at the bottom. So we'll add the shirt. And then now we can go ahead and add the braids. Now the braids, you'll see there's just these little points that you'll add up, so that's how you'll line up, so that's how you'll know if you have the braids lined up accurately. They will just line up there. So I have that one on, and the braids, let me make sure here. The hat I have cut out of, I said on here that I cut it out of the pattern paper. You could cut it out of the pattern paper, but after I printed this, I did decide that I wanted to go ahead in with the scarlet cardstock. So I did recut this, and I cut the hat out of the scarlet cardstock. And then I went ahead and used some of that Gnomes paper, and I cut the little shirt or the little dress out of the pattern paper. The braids I've cut out of the toffee cardstock. And then this cute little nose I have cut out of Desert Rose. Now for the nose, you can just slide it up under your hat. Just like so. And let me get this, I think it's a little more round here. There we go. And then I cut the shoes, or maybe they're just the feet, but I think they look like shoes. So I cut those out of black. And then I did cut this little, the center of the sunflower out of some pattern paper. And actually, this pattern paper right here, this polka dot one, I did use this out of a new paper pack. This is called the Good Life. And then I'm left with the hands. Let me grab some tweezers here. Now this little hand, I can, oops, it's sticking to my finger. This little hand, you'll notice it has like a little notch. And so that little notch just lines up, it goes over top of the sunflower, or of the stem. So it looks like she's holding on to the stem. Okay. And then I've got this other hand over here. And that just gets added right on top. So you can see this goes together so quickly. Isn't that adorable? I love it. Okay, now let's put together a scrapbook layout using our cute little gnome. I do want to bring in the pattern paper from the Gnomes for Autumn paper pack. And I have this cut down to about 7 1/4 by 11 1/2. And before I set this down, just to give it a little more added interest on my page, I would like to use my ink dauber here and just go around the edge of the paper with some toffee ink and just give it a little ink. And I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. You can see the other side of that pattern paper. I have glue on it, but you can see the other side has this fun little design. It's just a fall design, and it doesn't have the gnomes, but then this side has the cute little gnomes on it. So if you don't like gnomes, I am one that loves gnomes, so I'm excited to use this, but I don't want it to be the focal point of my page. I'm going to add a little more glue here just to make sure that stays down. And then I'm going to bring in a piece of the scarlet. So let me get that glued down. I'm just going to use my liquid glue here. I'm almost out of tape runner. And then I'm gonna bring in a piece of this this pattern paper. Now this is actually from the Mix-In paper pack. Now let me show you that. So this is out of the new September-October catalog. And this is called the Mix-Ins. And each catalog, there is a Mix-In paper pack. And these papers are meant to coordinate and mix in well with other paper packs. And I found that this paper really blends well with this September, or with this Gnome special. So you can see here, there's some really pretty designs. I love this wood grain. There's some real pretty ones that will look nice for Christmas. But I thought that this color, this is actually toffee, and it blends well, I think, with this paper. And since this paper has toffee in it, I thought this would be a nice neutral pattern to bring in. So I am going to go ahead and ink the edges of this pattern paper as well off camera, and I'll get this adhered down. All right, I have that piece adhered down. I didn't give you the dimensions on that. So this scarlet piece, I have a 9.5 by 9.5, and the pattern paper is a 9 by 9. And then the picture that I want to use is a picture of Dale and I. We had a date day a couple weeks ago. We had went to a sunflower field, and we actually just snapped a few snapshots with our camera, with our iPhone. And we weren't really dressed for any special occasion. We were actually going to Hobby Lobby, and we went out for pizza, and we went out for ice cream. But one of my friends had posted on Facebook that her sunflower field, her sunflowers were ready if anyone wanted to come out and take a look. And so I thought that was a great photo opportunity for us. And we just had a lot of fun just walking through the sunflower field. And what gorgeous pictures these made. So I think I want to get this glued down. And you know, it's not often that I scrapbook a 5 by 7 photo. And so I really like the look of this layout so far, of how this is coming together. Okay, and then let me bring in my cute little gnome. I think I want to put the little gnome over here. Let me make sure I have enough room. Oh, that is so cute. What do you think? And maybe to anchor this down, let me bring in some more of that gnome paper. I think I just want to maybe add just a little, maybe just a little bit up under there. I like that. I'm just going to set that there for now. I don't have that tacked down, but I think that kind of anchors that. Just so my picture doesn't look like it's floating in space. I just had a little scrap here. So let's see how that looks. And I think I want to use some foam and pop dot that gnome up. So I do have Close to My Heart's 3D foam tape. And I'll have to admit, this is the first time I'm using it. I had used other brands of the foam tape in the past. And I had trouble peeling off the back of the foam tape on these other brands. So I'm really anxious to try out and give my honest opinion on Close to My Heart's foam tape. So let's check it out. Let me grab some scissors here. So I'm going to use the wider one. I don't think I need the real thin one. I'm going to put a generous size piece on the back. And then put a couple maybe on the sunflower. And then maybe one more at the top of this little hat. I'm not worried about it being perfect. There. Okay, moment of truth. Oh my goodness, did you see that? I can peel these like it's nothing. I don't know if you've watched any of my other videos, and most of the time I do try to edit it out, but when I try to peel the foam tape, I mean, I could spend like 5 minutes trying to peel the foam off or the tape off the back. It's so embarrassing. So yeah, this, I'm gonna give it 2 thumbs up. Okay. Oh, I love that. That is so cute. Okay, perfect. And then now a lot of times when I'm embellishing, I use the rule of 3s, right? And then I'm always trying to make a visual triangle. Well, when you only have one photo, you don't necessarily have to make a visual triangle. That might get to be just too much. So what you can do is you can go from corner to corner. So I have cut out, or you can kind of go from corner and then an L. So I have cut out some additional sunflowers, and when you use the die, let me bring this back in. So when you use the thin cuts, you can cut this sunflower separately. So you can cut multiples of that sunflower very easily. Okay, let me set that back out of the way. I think it needs something else up here before I adhere these down. I did go ahead and also cut a tag. Of course, I love tags. So let me go ahead, and I don't need the whole thing. So I'm just gonna snip off a portion. But this was also cut using, and I think I can snip off just a little bit more. But this was also cut using that same paper. And I think that paper that was on the gnome, it just really draws that in up here. So I have used that same paper. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way. And then I want to get some of these glued down. So I think if I glue a couple down and then maybe pop one up, we'll see how that looks. So let me go ahead and put some adhesive on the tag. We'll get that glued down because we know we want that. So there's my little sunflower cluster. And let me bring in these leaf shapes. So these are the cork shapes that are also part of this special. And I think it'd look really cute to have some falling leaves. Now I've punched some of these out, so some of these are loose in here. So let me just dump some of these out onto my workspace. See what we get. Now these have a little bit of sticky on the back. I think it would look really cute just to kind of have these layered around. Maybe just some little ones. I don't even think I want the big one. Just some real little ones. Maybe like that. I'm gonna leave those there. I'm still thinking about that. I want to bring in a sticker sheet, so let me grab this sticker sheet and see if there's anything I can use on there. And let's see. So here is the sticker sheet. And I do think I like this word, good times. I think that would look really cute up there on my tag. Usually I like to take the stick off of them, but I'm just gonna go with it. I really like it. Good times. And I think that's the only sticker that I want to use. I really like the way this is turning out. Let me go ahead and adhere these leaves down. Now, let's see if I can peel these on camera. That will be the question. So let me know if you are liking this video. If you would, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment below. Do you have a sunflower patch near you, a sunflower field near you? Have you been to one? I would be interested in hearing that. I love going to look at the sunflowers. It's something I look forward to every year in the fall. It's kind of a sign to me that summer is over and it's the beginning of fall. Okay, these do not peel as easily. You can take them off. I wonder if you can just use glue. So let's just give it a try. I think I'm just gonna I'm gonna go the glue route. There is paper on the back. If you have nails like me and little patience, you can just glue them. Okay, I did print out some journaling, and I did use my Avery labels, and I do have a video on my channel that I have done this before. And so before I glue these leaves down, I want to show you how I stick this down. Now this is very, very sticky, and it's barely gonna fit here, but what I like to do is line it up, and then you can press it down, and then you can peel the rest of the backing off. And then as you peel the rest of the backing off, this helps you get it straight. Now you have to make sure that it's good and dry, that you've let your label dry, because otherwise it will smear your ink. So, and I have this paper, I don't want it to be on that, but once you burnish this in, let me get my bone folder here. Once you burnish this in, then it should just disappear into the background, and it looks like it's printed on your paper. I like that. And I never did glue this green piece down, so let me go ahead and glue that down. There we go. And I didn't glue these little leaves down. Oops, oh, there they are. But I think these are gonna look really cute, just kind of down here. I'm trying to see if you can see them. Maybe, I really like these leaves. They're just so cute. I think one over here. I mean, they blend in a little, but okay. So, I mean, a layout is not complete without some dots. So I do have some dots. These are from the Cozy Up collection, and I really think I want to use some hearts. And I could use multiple colors here, but I think these lighter colored ones are gonna look nice. I don't know. Let's try the other ones. This might be the pumpkin color. That might look nice. Or even this, I think that might even be scarlet. Let's see. I think it might be. Decisions. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go with the dots. I love the dots. So I'm gonna put a couple dots down. I'll just do, that one just fell off, so that's where that one's going. Okay, and then we'll just put a couple down here. I like those little bitty ones, so let me grab one out of here. One down here. Maybe one up here, and one over here. All right, that is pretty much it. Thanks so much for watching, and let me know what you think. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.